day. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak to you today about the rights of individuals with disabilities. This topic is very near and dear to my heart. So let's take a moment and let's focus on you as an individual not having the capability of doing the things that you're capable of doing today, such as seeing, hearing, speaking, walking, or even going to the park for a stroll, or going outside just to get a breath of fresh air, rather than staying inside all day without any assistance to be able to go outside and enjoy the fresh air. How would you feel? Would you feel helpless? So we have individuals in our community, maybe even in your own family, that feels helpless and excluded. These individuals have some sort of disability. So this is why we're going to talk about the act that was signed in 1990. The Americans with Disability Act, an abbreviation, is ADA. According to the website ada.gov, this act was signed to prohibit discrimination against individuals with disabilities and protect individuals with disabilities. So George H.W. Bush signed this act and put it in force July 26, 1990. Once this act was signed, it protected the individuals with disabilities. To the ADA, which is the Americans with Disabilities Act, is a law for people with disabilities. Once this act was signed, it's one of the most comprehensive pieces of civil rights legislation that prohibits discrimination and guarantees individuals with disabilities opportunities just as everyone else has in all aspects of our society, such as equal employment opportunities. They can go in a store and purchase goods and services, and also they can participate in state and local government services. The American with Disabilities Act was modeled after the Right Act of 1964. And this act, it prohibits discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex. Before this act was put into effect, disabled individuals were discriminated against in such critical areas of their life, such as employment. These individuals were not granted employment or could not get a job because they were not physically or mentally able to do the work that we can do as, I don't want to say normal, but as an individual that can perform all of the job functions that an employee requires. They did not have to make any necessary adjustments. This act prohibited employers from discriminating against individuals with disabilities. So they are able to participate in employment. They're also able to go into a restaurant or somewhere, and there's public accommodations. The law specifies that businesses have to accommodate individuals with disabilities. Education, transportation. Before the act was signed in 1990, transportation such as buses did not have the certain lifts on them that they have on them now. So they were unable to travel unless they had a family member or friend that was willing to take them where they needed to go. They can now vote as well. The American with Disabilities Act enables society to benefit, from skills and talents. And these individuals can lead a much fuller and productive life in our society. To be protected by the ADA, you have to be mentally or physically impaired, and you have to not be able to. This mental or physical impairment has to. It takes away you being able to perform one of five major life experiences. So let's remember the ADA was signed in 1990, and it was signed to protect and prohibit discrimination against individuals with disabilities. Okay, so I close with this. Remember to treat everyone the same. Doesn't matter if they have a disability or if they're normal. You do not know what their issues are, even if they have issues. Let's be kind and compassionate to everyone. And remember, individuals with disabilities have the right to enjoy life. And our society today, as a normal person, and let's remember, just because they have a disability doesn't make them different. And with that, I'll say, have a good day. Thank you.